Hi, welcome to Vocab Wednesdays. I should probably preface this by saying that I no longer have hair. Yes, I have shaved my head, so don't freak out. This is not a new guy. Still Chris, still Magoosh, still vocabulary. Vocabulary Wednesdays. Today's theme is lots of, a lack of, and speaking of a lack of, look at my hair, lack of hair. So let's start with the lack of words. Well, actually, we have quite a lot of words. Not a lack of words, but words meaning a lack of, or a small number, starting with paucity. If there's a paucity of something, there's not much of it. I wouldn't even say actually there's a paucity of actual hair in my head. There's a complete lack of it. Paucity shows a shortage of dearth. So maybe in your hometown there seems to be a paucity of good restaurants. Now another word meaning small or a short amount is iota. And iota means teeny trace amount. And oftentimes this word is used in negation. Let me actually hold iota up there. There we go. Hey. So iota. It's usually used with negation. He did not even have an iota of good sense. Or the defendant did not even express an iota of remorse. Not even a teeny bit. Meaning they were completely unremorseful. So you have paucity, shortage, iota, tiny amount of. So one last word dealing with scantiness, not much of something, is the really difficult word, exiguity. I was wondering, should I put it on here? Because in general, the GRE is not testing really random difficult words. It's testing words like the ones I show you every week, but testing them in these really convoluted, difficult to understand sentences. And once in a while, maybe they'll drop a difficult word, like exiguity, which means simply scantiness. So there is an exiguity of really difficult, almost obscure words on the GRE. And that's important because on the old GRE there were, especially at the higher levels, a bunch of obscure words. So one thing there is on the old GRE as well as the new GRE is you will have to study a surfeit of words. This is a negative word and it means lots of, overabundance, too much of something, a glut. So I guess that's subjective. But I think for most of us, learning words for the GRE, a surfeit of vocabulary. You will stuff thousands and thousands of words in your brain. Overabundance. Now, that was a negative connotation. Let's just talk about neutral or even positive connotations of lots of. Notice I'm being all meta here because myriad means lots of something. Neutral context. Notice there's a myriad of myriads, hence I'm being meta. So, lots of something you can have. Maybe there's a myriad of Starbucks in your neighborhood. And I think that if you like Starbucks, you would probably use the word myriad. But if you don't like Starbucks, you'd say, there's a glut or a surfeit of Starbucks. Remember, those are words used in negative connotations. Finally, though, word only for positive connotations, cornucopia, an abundance of something nice, something lavish. And this comes from a goat's horn. But back in the old days in Greece, thousands of years ago, I guess during festivals they had this goat's horn. I think it's the goat's horn. They put all this yummy food. And they had a cornucopia of good food. Now, cornucopia, of course, doesn't really refer to goat's horns because we don't really do much, I guess, these days with goat's horns. But any abundant display, any lavish display of something is a cornucopia. So maybe if you've gone to a wedding before and it's time to eat, many weddings have this wonderful cornucopia of food for you to enjoy. And I guess on the positive, we can say we've had a cornucopia of words today.